Last episode, which has been ages ago, and I apologize for that, we've had no work to replace Almason. So let's find somebody to replace poor Almason and let's play Banished. Actually reduce that even further. Okay, so yeah, I haven't been posting for a while, and those of you who followed my... Actually, I don't have any social media, so yeah, I'm sorry for that. I've had my reason. Yeah, the main reason was that I just had a lot of stress with the university. As you have probably, I think I've told you, I had a contract with the university to work for them. It was nothing special, just sort out the laboratory practice and what else? I think I did the crop rotation here, so don't have to do that. So that happened, and there were some hours left over, so I had to work for the university a bit longer, and they kept summoning me for various actually pretty low tasks, but they had to be done, so I kept getting summoned. And that usually coincided with my recording hours. Then the last weeks I've been busy with the garden. I've not been too busy with the bees. Those actually have been a very well, they're not that time intensive, as you probably know. You don't have to do that much with them. They're not like your regular pet. They don't need your attention. You don't need to feed them, at least not in summer. You don't need to play with them, you don't need to entertain them. They mostly keep to themselves, and you just need to make sure they have everything they need. And they're pretty good at being bees, so you really don't have much work with them. This might change in autumn, because I might have to do more with them. At least I have to feed them again. Or no, not autumn, actually late summer. Okay. That's going fine. So that's yeah. So, but it still has taken a bit of time, especially because the gardening club I've been working with, it's an urban gardenification, urban greening initiative. So sorry if that got some noise. I just regulated the headset, and they had a few actions that I let them talk me into participating, and it was generally okay. Not a big deal. For example, yesterday we were, they had a movie crew there, because apparently there were some independent movie makers who wanted to make a movie about those gardening initiatives, and obviously they wanted to see some gardening and some people being in those gardens and enjoying themselves and having a good time. So everybody who was in the gardening group was invited to participate and to help with that and to just show up in the movie. So I might even have my own few seconds of screen time. We'll see. It's not going to be too much, and I don't think I have to really say it's gonna be a big thing. I just felt like addressing it. I just thought it would be nice to say that some of you might be able to watch me in a cinema, although it's not going to be too much. Like it's only going to be shown in various probably local cinemas only. So a building has shit. We have and of course it's a marketplace. Shit. That is really bad. Like, the marketplace catching fire is really bad. Could we set the speed to a more reasonable pace? Oh, it's set to 1 time. It looks so fast because apparently people are running. Also note that this well is apparently defunct once the market is on fire. And this is actually one of the big setbacks, because markets are really expensive, and all the stuff that was in this market is gone. You've seen we've had 24,000 food before. Now we have 18,000, so 6,000 food have just vanished. They have just been burned. Also, this fire is sapping productivity. It's a very unsocialist fire. It saps the productivity of the working class. It also burned the hospital. A good thing we have 2 of those. We can't rebuild until it's until everything is sorted out. On the bright side, I think this will also kick out on any old people. So if we rebuild those houses, they will most likely be re-inhabited by a young family, which I believe is a good thing. Also, we have the boarding house, which will be useful for now because we have plenty of people in need of a home. Also, I'm glad at least those houses were spared. That doesn't mean to say that you will be able to that stone houses will not burn. The stone houses will burn. They can burn, and they burn pretty well. So yeah, don't think they won't catch fire either. They will. Also, why are all those baskets there? Probably because it was full. Okay, yeah, there are some more wooden houses. We'll have to rebuild those. And hopefully the fire will stop soon. We'll scroll in here. Oh yeah, any structure that burns cannot be salvaged, by the way. So once it's burned, it's gone. The structure is gone, and there is nothing you can do about it. As I said, it's especially annoying with marketplaces and town halls, because those are ridiculously expensive. And of course with anything that really can hold items and goods, because everything burns. Yeah, we have one physician without a job now. I'm actually gonna unassign him for now, because that gives us another laborer to work with. I'm not sure if only laborers will work with the with putting out fires. No, it's not. We have a farmer here who is putting out a fire, and I believe once this is sorted out, yeah, see, the stone house is burning too. I hope the chapel isn't going to do too. So put it out, please. Okay, yeah, the tailor is burning, so we don't need that for a while. Okay, we'll be able to reclaim some resources, but not too many. So yeah, especially with those houses, we'll rebuild them as they were. Also, I'm not sure if rain has any impact on fires. I believe it's just for the looks, so the rain won't do anything. Well, you can pretty safely assume that the rain won't do anything to fires. Also, back to the story here. Another thing that kept me from recording was my headset, because my old headset broke. I bought a new one. The old headset, by the way, was a Speedlink Medusa XE. I'm not sure if you want to buy that or if you think it's worth buying, but it was that, and I was pretty happy with it. And I bought a Steamlink Martius, which is priced around the same, and it's also labeled as a gaming headset, but I didn't like it for various reasons, and I'm gonna list them here. First off, it wasn't foldable like the XE. Secondly, you couldn't set the microphone different from the or independently from the audio volume of the game, so I could only turn the microphone louder if I set the entire sound to deafeningly loud for myself, which was very unpleasant. The microphone also wasn't that good. It was very short, so it didn't rest in front of your mouth, which was, I guess, a good thing to prevent you from breathing into it. But it was also bad for the quality. And that generally sucked. I'm glad the woodcutter didn't burn. I mean, he has all the flammable stuff there. And I recorded 3 episodes of Dig or Die, and didn't like them, so I'm going to trash them. I actually wanted to upload them on Thursday, but I didn't get to it. Then I tried to record some Heroes of Might and Magic, just as a test recording. I didn't really play it, I just went into it and did a test. And I didn't like the quality. I also tried playing Guns of Icarus online with it, and my fellow players said, yeah, they couldn't understand me. Well, we're going to rebuild everything. Okay, this, that, this, and very much this. This needs to be rebuilt. Anything else that burn? No. Okay. So we were lucky with the charcoal. Anyway, yeah, so I traded it in and got myself another XE. And I was pleasantly surprised because the new one seems to be a bit sturdier. The earpieces have some plastic covering, and the old one had a very thin plastic cover, and I'm not sure if it was just worn out, but I believe it was thinner to begin with. Very comfortable, but very thin plastic foil over the foamy stuff. And the disadvantage of that was, with heavy use, this stuff would flake off. So I'd have those black plastic flakes everywhere, and it was mildly annoying, because it was really hard to know when you looked presentable and when you didn't. That's just a simple thing on the side. And the new one seems to have fixed that. It seems to be much more sturdy, this plastic stuff, so I'm hoping it will serve me well. And I'm hoping that I can finally get back to recording. By the way, I did get a new job because my contract with the university has run out. It has expired. And my time has now been finished. So my time is done. I don't have to work for the university anymore. They can't summon me without actually making a new contract. And I won't work for them without being paid, so they will have to go for the new contract. So that's good. The other contract I have, well, the other job I have now is another assistant job for an engineering company. They're paying $9.50 an hour, which is good. It's above the minimum wage, which is $8.50 an hour. And yeah, it's a student job, so I'm not allowed to do more than 20 hours each week. I still have the pizza job as well, so that's pretty cool. And as long as I don't do too much more. Okay, so actually, yeah, if I go with this job full time, I'm actually still able to work as a student. Isn't that great? The funny thing about German laws is I have to stay below 450 each month. So it's averaged out, and if I stay below 450 per month for the entire year, I will be fine. So I can have as many jobs as I want. For example, if you have, I'm not sure if it goes if you have like one huge summer job where you earn a few thousand and then you don't do anything over the rest of the year. If that still counts, I believe they will tax you for that. But yeah, anything else pretty much goes, and I will not have to pay taxes, which is good because it's not that much money after all. Like the average German rent is about, at least in Dresden, it's about, well, it depends. An apartment like mine usually goes for about 300 to 400 each month. I'm sharing it, so I'm not paying all the cost, but it's still quite a bit, and you have to do something else. I mean, right now I'm not doing too much. I have the government grant, which is good. It's $500 bucks a month. 500 something, I think 530. I have to repay some of that, but later on. And what was that? Yep. on top of that, I can work. But in September this will run out, and I'm not sure how to do or what I'll do then. My job will run. Oh, this contract is going until the end of the year, which is nice. But one of my reasons for not quitting the job at the pizza place is that it's not a limited contract, and I'm trying not to throw away an unlimited contract for a limited one, even though it technically earns me more. Also, the pizza place still has the tips, even though those have sucked lately. But there are tips, and I think it would be stupid to not take that, because with tips I make more than €9.50 an hour. Most days. Anyway, we've seen the end of the episode. I've told you that I'm back now, and that I hope to be able to record with full force again. Look at all those trees. I love that. Next episode, we'll try to get something in the village done. Actually, we'd have tried to do that this time, but yeah, we kind of had a fire going on. I believe we need some builders here. One should do. Yeah, we also need some houses here. I'm gonna place some... How much stone do we have? We actually have enough stone for now, so I'm going to build some more homes here. Okay, and we have, yeah, that's the end of the episode. So next episode we'll hopefully see some more reclamation going on here. Now, which structure are they starting with? Not entirely sure which structure is being built here, or rebuilt first. So we'll find it out next time. See you then, bye!